So today we're at the county fair, and we're here to enjoy time with the guys, but to also let Chucky there look at all the animals. But what we're really here for is look at all the lighting today. So we're gonna look at all the old lights that are here on the grounds.
Are we?
There's a lot of them, yes. So that's mostly what we're here for, so enjoy. It's an old porcelain socket. These are all old, you know, and smashed. That's too bad. And it's not going to focus, and there it goes. All porcelain sockets. You lost him already?
He walked away.
Where did he go?
He went down this way. Chickens are looking.
Unfortunately, they've replaced most of the Mercury vapor fixtures with these terrible LED looking ones. There's still some Mercs around.
So they can constantly eradicate it. No. It's cruel, but that's the only way for them to produce everything.
So that one right there looks like a Heath Zenith Mercury Vapor. See him once in a while throughout. Here's looks like an LED and an incandescent. Lots of the bulbs are these Philips 100 watt ones. Looks like a replacement socket with older wiring. There's more. And Chucky. Looks like it has a GE bulb in it. This fixture has been here as long as I can remember. What's your question, Chucky?
So what's with you and taking all these pictures of lights anyway?
Well, I've been doing this for many years. I have a big YouTube channel about it and people are very interested in it. What do you think about that? Is it a different type of concept?
Well, it's your hobby.
Yeah.
Am I to judge?
True enough.
Yeah, it's going to be close to your racing time, and hopefully it'll be after all your beginning here.
This is probably one of the oldest buildings on the property, so they've got the oldest lights in here. So this building used to be entirely incandescent, and you can see there's a couple CFLs, but they're mostly 300 watts incandescents. Over here maybe 150, that's probably a 100 watt bulb, but there's a lot of incandescents in here, but you can see over the years they've added the Hubble Super Watts, which are 400 watt metal halide, just to give it some extra light in this building. This is the building where they do the showing of the chickens, and also there's the duck. There's only one. And all the bunnies. What do you think of the big bunnies, Chucky?
Caution, people.
Fair enough. So this is a newly built building, and they got some donated 400 watt metal halide fixtures here. I don't exactly know what company they are. But they do all work. So not bad fixtures for a brand new building. I mean, I'm glad that they can reuse them rather than scrap them and put in LEDs. Yet another building filled with incandescents and CFLs.
We'll meet you in there.
Here's an interesting one. As the Mercs would go, they would replace them with these metal halide fixtures. And you could tell, I can't change exposure, but it has a closed bottom on it, obviously, so if the metal halide bulb goes bad, the glass doesn't go everywhere. But those are replacements that they would use before LEDs came around to replace the old mercury vapor fixtures. They weren't much on high pressure sodium here. Unfortunately, it's quite overcast today. However, where they allow everybody to park here is filled with many mercury vapor fixtures and one lone incandescent. There's some others around. Hopefully they're not gone yet, but the coolest one that I always liked when I was a kid was the power bracket. This one. It's a 400 watt mercury vapor, and it probably looks like junk because of the unfortunate weather today, but it's cool nonetheless. And there's many others as well, not necessarily power brackets, but unique lights. Yet another fixture. This one has a coated bulb in it. I believe I have a picture of this one on my Instagram from quite a long time ago. Now this photo over here, I also have a picture of on Instagram, I believe. However, I believe the old incandescent was sadly replaced by this LED here. It used to be a incandescent fixture on this pole, if I remember correctly. Looks like they're maintaining the mercury vapor one though. It looks like it has a newer bulb in it, one of those Westinghouse Chinese ones. But yeah, the incandescent is long gone, replaced by a horrible looking LED. Yet another mercury vapor fixture. This one appears to have some type of American Electric refractor on it there. It has those little lobes on the sides. ITT, something like that. Anyway, what's more interesting are these incandescent halogen fixtures here. The grounds is filled with these on random poles, kind of as you see here. It's not really placed in any specific location, but the horse track that goes around the entire, the entire grounds is filled with halogen fixtures, mostly 400 watt halogen, and there's some 1000 watt ones around as well. So if I see any of those up close enough, I'll show them as well. But it seems like most of these, sadly, now that I get up closer, have been replaced by LED. You can see another Merc there in the background and some other ones. But all kinds of pretty cool lights are still here at the fairgrounds. Oh, another mercury fixture. There's one over there too. These appear to be like older Regent fixtures before they went to the design with the photocell on the back. But again, still maintained and work well to this very day. Another mercury fixture over there. But you can see some of the other ones, like there's a newer one right there, but there's halogens, for example. So you can see an example of the mixed mercury vapor and halogen fixtures, the big intercom system. Oh, look at that, an old incandescent. And yes, it does still work. I believe I have a picture of that on my Instagram as well, from quite a long time ago. If you look down there, you may be able to see another green one. Pretty cool. So enjoying looking at everything? Yeah. I think Chucky is. What you getting, Chucky? Ah, fun.
I don't know.
Lots of memories at this place. I'd come and sell food at that stand over there when I was younger. My grandma was one of the leaders for our county, so we'd have to sell food there on the weekends. Breakfast mostly. So what did you get? What is that called again? A flower shake, you said? Is it grape? Mm-hmm. Cool. And what kind of cotton candy did you end up getting?
Mix.
Mix?
Yep.
Always good stuff here. In the flower building has some of the other older incandescents. You can see they have shades on them. And all they ever had in here back in the day was just the incandescent fixtures, but maybe 5 years ago they added these Hubble, I can't remember what the name of these smaller super watt fixtures are, but they're metal halide and they added them brand new, and the other buildings are filled with them as well. Flowers make it smell good in here. So here in the exhibit building, we have more of the Hubble metal halide fixtures, but if you look over here, there's some LED versions creeping in. I can't really focus on it, but it seems like they're LED conversion bulbs. Like, see, that one's LED, you can kind of see it in the reflection there. Same with that one. There's a metal halide one. So when I was in 4-H many years ago, I used to bring ceramics to the fair, and many different electrical lighting projects as well. So it kind of brings back memories of that. It's pretty neat. This building has changed a little bit, but it's pretty much the same, at least the lights anyway. Cakes, anyone? So here's a pretty nice electrical exhibit, something of an example that I would probably make to bring here. But you can see the person here has 4 switches, and they're showing how they work right here on the diagram, with the red light bulb here at the top. I think they deserve what they got for it. Grand Champion. Not bad, because it's a very nice example of how it works. Hey Colin,
Fits back.
I found your fan.
Absolutely.
I'll be right back. That doesn't seem scary at all.
So over there in the middle of the screen you can see the GE power bracket, the 400 watt Mercury vapor fixture that I was talking about earlier. But anyway, behind all of it you can see all the other buildings that we went through. There's the horse barn, the oldest one here. Of course you got the front, the entrance. You can see lights going around the track here as well. If you notice the way they're facing, do you notice anything interesting about it? Well, they're facing, you know, like this way towards the camera. So the racers come around, you know, like this, so that when they're coming around, the lights aren't shining in their eyes. Makes sense. All the halogen fixtures still work, believe it or not. They're still maintained, and they don't really get replaced with LED. I've actually seen them replaced with more halogen, believe it or not. But anyway, here's the main fair. So here's a rare sight. On our way walking down from the grandstand, somebody turned on all the halogen floodlights. You can see them, even that incandescent one way down there is on. Too bad this camera doesn't focus at all. I hope it's focused, but it's a big piece of junk, and it doesn't. You can see them throughout. They're all turned on. Even the lights here in the grandstand, somebody turned on. You can see Hubble Super Watts and the smaller versions as well. But interesting is to see some of the halogen fixtures turned on.
A baby fish. Oh, these are babies? Oh, this is fish. It's a whitefish.
So in the fish exhibit building here, there's many older CFLs. They've been here as long as I've known. So this one right here is a good oldie but goodie. It's I believe it has a 500 or a 1,000-watt bulb in it is what these fixtures would originally take. It kind of looks like 500 watts from here. Up higher up on the pole we have a Mercury vapor fixture. These were added later along the poles. You see another one down there. Again, all the lights are still on around here. But really old scoop fixture. If you want to see a different picture of it, it's on my Instagram again. But sorry, this damn camera, and I can't look through it. But it's still in great condition. You can see the old Merc up there and the old incandescent. Beautiful old fixture. Glad it's still being maintained. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the video here of the lights at the fair. The only things I've changed are really the replacement of some of the older fixtures, but they still maintain some of the Mercury ones as long as the ballasts aren't bad.